We're live. 3 seconds and counting.
You want to do the countdown?
No, it's already done.
Okay.
Where are you supposed
You're
to be
already out
on
there.
it?
Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. This is the Boston Independent Drivers Guild coming to you guys live and in living color. Tonight's topic is these gas prices. They're disrespectful, they're outrageous. We have a good show for you. We want to know, has these, gas prices adversely affected you? Are you driving less because of the increase in gas prices? If you're still driving, we're going to give you some tips. It'll help just a tiny bit, not a lot, on what you could do to maximize your gas mileage. And we're also going to give away $50. $50. We got a Cash App giveaway of $50. And I know that could fill some of your tanks. It'll help. So $50 to the driver that actually signs this petition demanding that Greedy Dara and these Lyft and these CEOs and these other big tech companies actually add a surcharge to all rides and pay us immediately as soon as we accept a ride, because we are hurting and we don't need this gas crisis to be cutting into our profits and our pockets. And so one lucky petition, the person that fills out this petition, we will be posting it momentarily, will be the winner of $50 in Cash App. So if y'all don't have Cash App, look for it, sign up for it, so you can get a chance to win $50 to fill up your gas tank. So what I want to do, we just want to talk about a little about what BIDG is. It's the Boston Independent Drivers Guild, and we're honored here tonight to have one of the original founders of the organization, Felipe V. Martinez, and the former chairperson of the board here. And it was started, a group of drivers got together in 2018 because they didn't like the way they were treated, and they wanted to band together. They wanted to fight back. And so they got a whole bunch of drivers together in a hotel in Cambridge, and about 100 drivers came to that first meeting. And it's about 4 years later, and we're growing long and strong. So I don't know if everyone will start off with Felipe, wants to just introduce themselves really quickly, say how the gas prices are affecting you, if you've cut back, and, are you going to cut back? Are you driving more? Are you driving less? What are you doing? How are you dealing with this? So start off
Hey,
with Felipe.
hey, how you doing, everybody? Felipe Martinez. Gas prices are out of control. Um, I haven't driven in a while, and even privately, personally, I don't even want to drive. I'm trying to drive actually less, and I really feel bad for a lot of the drivers, especially like the XL drivers that can't take their that they're taking like X rides and they're not making as much because they got bigger vehicles. So it's horrible out there. I mean, I just don't know how the drivers are doing it, and we have to commend those ones that are sticking up for it. But just it's really, really bad. It's bad out there. Next, whoever's next.
I'll go next. Yeah, it's so bad. I've literally stopped giving rides. Just do delivery only. 8 hours a day. That's it. I'll jump between Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash, and Amazon Flex. I won't give any rides. Not at all. Because this way I can stay local. I don't go that far. Maximize my efficiency and stay within a 10-mile radius. Dave.
Yeah, I've been pretty much staying local. I used to fill up once a week, and sometimes when I do Lyft or DoorDash, I have to fill up twice a week, and a lot of times the bonuses aren't there until it gets very, very busy, like on DoorDash, and then you see like $1 or $3 a delivery bonus. But basically, since moving to Cape Cod, I realized that I had to switch to say that I was down here with Lyft, and now I can see more activity down here. So once I did that, I seen more activity, but I am waiting for my next paycheck to fill my tank up again to drive again. Yeah.
So for me, I have not been driving for too long, but I decided to start driving on January. I drove for like a month. Then last week, the gas prices went up, and I decided just like, yeah, it's not worth it, you know. Um, um, I mean, even like I try because my Uber is not active now, but I only drive left and DoorDash, and it's not sometimes, especially like with the delivery like orders, it's not really worth it. I like it. You spend like $20 on just like driving, but you don't make it an hour. You know, you make probably less, and that's probably for me. I decided just to stop doing it probably till I come back from my vacation I'm planning to take.
I guess it's back to you, Beth.
Okay, just unmuted myself. So my name is Beth Griffith. I am the chairperson of the Boston Independent Drivers Guild. And what I could say is, yeah, I'm not driving right now. I just had to give my friend $20, because we went to this event in Boston talking to people about, Prop 22 and this ballot campaign. But yeah, I'm not getting on this road anytime soon until these gas prices get a little lower. I just had, I gave my friend $20 and that's not even going to fill up his gas tank. And he has a little tiny 4-cylinder car. So it's really bad out there. And on top of that, I have to rent a car to do rideshare too. So on top of that and the fees, that's really going to cut into my profits. And I really do feel out here for all the drivers, especially if you don't have a hybrid or an electric car. And so something needs to be done.
And the thing about those rentals, the thing about those rentals, you're working for free for the first 2 days.
Yeah, that's probably for Lyft, but
that's for Uber. Well, Uber has the same thing. You don't make any money on a rental until you've paid off the rental cost.
Yeah. So Nemo says hello.
Hey.
Everybody's saying, hey, Nemo.
Hey, Nemo.
And he's got an SUV. He's got 2 SUVs. And it's a hybrid, but it's still an SUV. So imagine how much he's paying at the pump. Nemo, do me a favor. How much does it cost you to fill up your car right now? If you could type it in the trap on Facebook, we would greatly appreciate it.
He's got a big truck. That's got to cost him.
Oh yeah, I want to know. I want to know.
Listen, I have a Jeep Cherokee. That probably takes about, right now I haven't filled it up to the top, but it probably takes about 60. He's got to be, well, actually 20, maybe even more, maybe $70. He's got to be at least at about 100. He's got a big truck. But hold on. He has a fuel efficient one.
Yeah, he has the hybrid, but I'm still like, how much is that costing you?
It's still going to cost you a pretty penny. But if it's an Escalade or a Suburban, something like that, or even like a Expedition. Oh yeah, that's going to cost you at least $100 each.
I mean, I think normally without that's probably how much it will cost to fill up those tanks. Normally, like it's $90, $80 if we do like a full tank. But with those prices now, probably that's exactly like 100, 110. So it's in that.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
Now because of the prices, probably double that. So it's costing them like $200. That's insane. Those things have 2 high capacity tanks, one on each side of the doors. They don't have them in the back of the car.
Okay, so now I'm posting a link to the petition. We have the petition on change.org.
So just talking about the gas prices, this not just affect like drivers, they'll affect also like just normal people, like people who drive daily, who drive their kids and stuff like that. That's that you know, probably from when we start from like 2.15 a gallon till like 4.50 now. um that's probably that's a jump like of 100%. So you people will spend a lot of money. You know, that money will come from like you know, money that you usually spend for your kids or for like rent or stuff like that, or you know, to go and spend it on gas. That will hurt a lot of like normal people, people who like struggle to make a living in this country, you know. So
So yeah, you're totally 100% correct. There's a lot of people, there was it showed they were saying that people are living month to month. Imagine the single mothers out there that have to work and they're on their own, and they have to put extra gas in their tank, and they were just barely making it by. It's going to be crazy for a lot of regular people out there, and it's going to be really, really tough. I mean, in the past recent days, there's been like a lot of articles regarding gas pricing. I think Beth was on NBC TV last night. They were reaching out to us about the gas pricing. It's going to affect a lot of people. You're absolutely right, Zohia. A lot of people are, living day to day. They're working hard. They're not putting money in the savings. They have rent to pay, and now they have to put this added amount in their gas tank.
and
Very
and
sad.
and, and that, you know, when gas prices goes up, everything else goes up. You know, basically bread, milk, like all the you know, the foods and everything you buy will go up definitely, you know. And that's an extra cost for families, you know. And let's see, that's I mean, I'm not very optimistic about when this prices will go down, but I think this will last for a bit, like little months, you know, coming. So
Mm-hmm. Okay, so just to let everyone know, we got the petition up. So in order to be considered for the $50 Cash App, to get $50 into your Cash App and into your bank account, if you could please sign that petition real quickly and share it on Facebook, because we'll actually have a tally. It actually tells us when people sign it, and we will pick one lucky person to actually, and we'll do it live. We'll do it live on the air. You know, we talk the talk, we about to walk the walk. Someone lucky person is gonna get $50 in their Cash App. Okay.
Yes, anybody on the Facebook group.
Yep. You
I
don't
think
have
that,
to spend it on gas, but you know, it's something. You
it's
know,
yeah,
$50. You'll
it's
use it
$50.
any how you like, you know.
That's right, from the
$3, make it
Boston
holla.
Independent Drivers Guild.
And it's cash too, you know. It's not like it's
Mhm.
you know, you
That's
can,
right, right in your Cash App.
yeah.
BIDG was an organization formed by drivers. Zohir also was one of the first members of the Boston Independent Drivers Guild. This is why we formed the organization, to help other drivers. So hopefully, this extra $50 will help someone out there as a rideshare driver.
Definitely. And so we want to be respectful of everyone's time. You know, we know some of y'all got curfews and everything. You got to get to bed at a decent hour. You know I do.
Are we going to do the next question, how we can save gas for people? Or
We sure are. See, what would I do without Felipe? He keeps me in line over here. Okay, I call him my right hand man. Okay.
Well, let me start then. Let me start then. People need to start saving gas. So, we use Costco. Costco is usually a little bit cheaper. I think also BJ's. But we're not a member of BJ's. We're a member of Costco. I think Zoe is a member of BJ's. I think they have gas. I think there's a gas. There's a Costco in Peabody, and I think there's a BJ's gas in right off of 93, right near Woburn. Always make sure that you get an oil change at the right time. They say a clean engine helps. And just Costco, just try to look. And also, I think there's like a little app you can get online that tells you where the cheap gases are. But yeah, anybody else have any?
I mean, there is definitely
Go ahead.
gas stations that are cheaper than Costco and BG somewhere. And you look out for the cheap gases near you. Don't go far. Don't try like, okay, I'll travel from Boston to Worcester to get free cheap gas. Will be you definitely will lose money there. So make sure you travel like just like close to where you live, and if there is anything like cheaper, you make sure you got it. And it's time for electric cars for people. If you can afford an electric car,
Definitely.
please
And
go
so we
and
want
buy
to be
one.
respectful of everything.
You know what was great back in the old days? You used to make $100 going from Boston to Worcester. Now you barely make 50 or even 25.
Yeah.
Sad. That is sad. You're absolutely right. That's definitely sad.
That was
Dave, what were you going to say, Dave?
2015.
I was just going to say that BJ's does have gas, and with the rewards, sometimes you get money off of that too. So if you have a BJ's credit card, so it's kind of a good little bit of a bonus. But this Upstart, I think you can only use certain gas stations that they promote. I need to find out a little bit more about Upstart. And I had an account with them one time, and I made $20, and then all of a sudden the app crashed, and I haven't been able to get my $20 back. So we have to be careful out there.
Okay.
And I think the most efficient thing to do is just like drive efficiently. If you're going from a point A to B, just try to go straight. Before you just like, I know myself, like whatever the kids wants to go out, I just like, okay, let's go, and just have them in the car and drive around the towns and here and there, not paying attention. But now it hurts. So probably watch out on your miles you drive. It's it will
I don't know if any of you use the Lyft Direct Pay card, but it's got some decent rewards on there. I mean, 2% gas back is not a lot, but I mean it's something.
So
yeah, nowadays credit cards have that
Yeah.
also. They have gas, like 3% back. Also, credit cards.
Regarding that, just like use your BG card with a credit card, so you'll got the 3% cash back and on your gas purchases, and also you got your discount from BG's. That's good thing to do.
Yeah, and that card also tells you like where the gas station is.
Another thing too, if you have an LLC or a corporation, I know I have a gas card. I have 2 corporate gas cards. They offer an automatic discount. You could get up to 50 cents off per gallon, depending on the gas, depending on the gas card. And like, let's say, and it gives you time. It gives you 7 days, 14 days, or 30 days to pay that money back. So you're actually able to, have access to more capital. And, or you could get a business credit card. Sometimes you could earn Sky Miles and things like that. Sometimes it's triple or 5 times for the amount of dollars that you spend. I know I got a couple of things for free off of Amazon just using my credit card points. So I'm one of those type of people. Like, I'm like, give me something to spend, spend something. So it was a win-win situation for me. Those are things that you could do. Another thing that you could do, I actually talked to a mechanic about this, an expert mechanic who's been a mechanic for years. And you want to make sure that your tires are inflated correctly. Let me move on to the third thing, ways to save money at the pump. You want to make sure that your tires are properly inflated. That's one way.
Mm-hmm.
You also want to see if you're not getting the gas mileage you're supposed to. You actually want to. You might need a tune-up. So you want to get a tune-up and change your air filter. A lot of times your air filter could be affecting your gas mileage too.
Your air pressure in your car.
The drag. Like if you drive with the windows open, that's true too.
If you keep a lot of stuff in your trunk that's heavy,
Exactly. Yeah.
that'll the more weight, well, the more excessive weight that's in your car, that'll eat into it too.
Yeah, that's a good point as well.
I just saw an article a little while ago, but I can't find the actual link, but I want to send it to you. It was a good topic.
Don't go anywhere. That's a way to save money on your. That's a way to save money on gas. Not to go anywhere.
Yeah, I want you to see this. I just sent it to you.
Sorry, just got booted.
I tried looking for the actual link. I can't find it.
Uber's new safety terms will deactivate drivers over 35 years of age due to safety concerns. Let's see. That's interesting.
That seems like age discrimination.
Yeah. I'm 43.
That's age discrimination.
Oh, so we got Mosby Thompson from Gorham, Maine in the house. We got a New Englander. So Mosby, thanks for tuning in. So we're going to post the link. If you sign our petition to demand that Dara and all these other greedy big tech bosses, that they give, rideshare and gig workers relief at the pump, you could be entered into a drawing. We doing $50 cash app, $50 to your cash app. The link is right there, So, and if you go on our page, Boston Independent Drivers Guild, it seems like StreamYard might be messing up the whole link a little bit. But the true link, and it ends in BWMV9. If you just sign out our petition and share it, you'll be entered into our drawing to win $50 on your cash app. You need more Lyft drivers here. There's not enough. So that means you should be making a lot in Surge if you need more Lyft drivers here, maybe. Because we're in Boston and we got the opposite problem. Like, there's too many drivers here a lot of times. What do you think? Has anybody driven recently? Did that $5 per ride, the snow bonus, entice you to drive today, Dave?
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
Tell me,
why not?
Who was gonna do that for $46?
Well, no, they was giving an extra $5 today per ride. Lyft was. So for every ride you gave, you got an extra $5. But we found out from some of the drivers in the driver chat that they didn't offer that bonus to everyone. So you talk about discrimination. Why are you offering an extra $5 to some people and not other people? What's up with that now? What's up with that?
It's the greedy algorithm and their metrics.
That's not right. If they should have offered it to every single driver that's risking their car and paying all this money for gas. Okay? That's ridiculous. Because I think John or one of the other drivers, John Parashini, said he didn't get it, or one of the other drivers did. And I will say this is, you gotta give them a tiny bit of credit, because at least they were offering an extra $5 per ride bonus. So let's say you did 10 rides, that's an extra $50. And usually the average driver averages about 3 rides an hour. So that's an extra $15 per hour. But I don't know if it was surging or not, because someone posted in a comment, is there a lift available to bring me to my program tomorrow? So Mosby, I would recommend you to call a livery company in Maine, especially if there's not enough lifts in your area. You might want to go with someone that has livery plates. Especially if you're in Maine, to be honest with you.
Do we want to talk about the elephant story that everyone's talking about?
No, we're talking about gas prices. We try to make this,
I know, but that
short and sweet.
That is part of what.
Okay, well, we bring it up quickly. So, Steve, go ahead.
All right, there are some drivers who are thinking about doing a strike on this Friday. Actually, no, next Friday, March 17th. To
Thursday.
Yeah, to basically tell Uber and Lyft to start paying a surcharge on top of these gas prices that are literally just stealing your profit right out the door, right out the window. And, because we're not in control. They clearly are. So we need to be able to prove that. And let's prove it.
I guess if there is going to be a strike, that I mean it's first there should be pressure on Lyft and Uber to help up with those like gas prices, and also people like just normal people should come out and do something, because we know this country has like a reserve of gas on like oil, and they don't wanna like use it at this moment, especially it's just like keeping, I don't know when, but people should really be on the streets demanding like something from the government to help out with this.
I don't know if the government would be the best answer on this, but I know the business that's responsible for this controversy, especially since, drivers in California, for one. Let me just use California. In California, after the passing of Prop 22, when it became unconstitutional, and they got the Declaration of Worker clearly summarizing that they are, in fact, an employee. So California should be the first one to be able to do this. The companies should pay at least a fuel allowance per day of at least $20. Pizza companies do it when the driver has to go out and deliver pizzas. When you instantly get into there, because I used to work for Pizza Hut. When I went into Pizza Hut, they gave you an allowance right when you get on the clock, $15 right there. That was your change, but by the end of the night, that was used to pay your fuel for the night. And then you made tips and whatever hourly pay you did. Independent contractors is a little different, but since we have that Declaration of Worker status in the state of California, that opens the door to us in a lot of ways.
However, we're not in the state of California.
I know,
This is
I
the
know.
state of Massachusetts.
But if the Attorney General gets that same declaration of worker status in Massachusetts, that will change everything.
What needs to happen, okay, is the people that are driving, okay, all the gig workers out there. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I may not make money today. I may lose money. Drivers are losing money before this. Imagine they're putting themselves more in the hole by driving with these gas prices. They should be striking every day. There should be an uprising. And many of us know this, you know, especially Zoe here. You know, Dave knows this, you know. There should be an uprising. But people only think about themselves. They don't think collectively. There's there's a very small amount of people that think collectively. I think all the people in this call think of people collectively and how to better each other's lives. And we are just one small step to try to make that happen with the people that are watching this video. So if you can think collectively and not think about yourself, we will all be better off. And I hope that point gets through. You know, if you think of other people, we're all better off. Don't think about yourself. I mean, many of us here, I see, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and myself who've put our life and our time on the line for a collective group of workers. And I think that the more that they see the struggle, I think they'll jump on top of the bandwagon and think collectively. So I say stop driving. I feel bad for people, honestly, because I'm hearing a lot of stories.
We've been doing this for years, many years. So we understand this, but to a new guy just starting maybe a year or two ago, they don't know anything about what we've had to fight for the last few years.
Well, I'm going to tell you, listen to this. I'm going to tell a quick story because I know I wouldn't want to waste everybody's time. So my friend called me tonight and he said that he got an Uber driver for the first time. He had to bring his car into the shop. He said he was a Brazilian guy and he was telling him about what we're doing and who his friend, he's helping Uber drivers. And he said this guy didn't really know anything about what was going on, but he actually just quit his job last week to start driving Uber. This is a burn and turn business, and Uber and Lyft are abusing the drivers. So hopefully we can get our word out.
People need to understand you're not making money at 60 cents a mile, especially if the federal minimum mileage wage is 56 cents per mile. You have to do 200 miles per day of actual driving with a customer in order to make a profit.
That's right.
When I was a truck driver, I drove 310 to 340 miles a day. And that was through a company vehicle. I can only imagine the amount of money that company had to pay out of pocket just to keep me going. And I know for fact, when I went to go fuel up with diesel, and diesel's expensive, it costs you $50 to $100 a day just to fill up one tank. And that's 55 gallons. Imagine if you had to do 300 gallons.
Well, what I can say about this is if people don't fight back against this Prop 22 question coming to the state, get ready to bend over and take it up the you-know-what without any lube, because this is going to be your life. Drivers, no representation, no nothing. And I wouldn't put it past these companies to actually lower what they compensate you, because after Prop 22 passed in California, that's what they did to the drivers leaving from the airport. They went from 60 cents a mile going to the airport to, 33 cents a mile? So don't think that if that question passes that it won't happen here and you won't have any rights. Now under Massachusetts law, you have rights. And most of the drivers don't even know that. And instead of actually compensating us like independent contractors like they should legally, they've been practicing illegally in this state. And that's what most of the drivers want to be. They want to be independent contractors. And before that Prop 22 passed in California, Uber and Lyft were actually letting the drivers increase the fares up to 5 times. So if they could do it then before Prop 22 passed, they can do it here. You know, we demand a driver surcharge. We demand due process. We demand an end to unfair deactivations. We demand that when they're investigating these usually false claims, you know, we demand that. All I can say is this, is that, you know, why, you know, they've done it in Seattle. Why can't they do it here? You know, that's what we demand. We want to be treated. We want to be treated with respect. That's all we want, just like everybody else.
Yep.
You know,
And with that.
And so you think you don't have the power, but guess what? We got the people. The power's with the people because we can vote. That's the equalizer. You know?
All right. Good job, everybody.
And so let's see. Okay. All right. So, I know I'm going to take responsibility for this. I should have put this petition up a little bit earlier and sent out an email to everyone. We have over 2,400 people in our network. Over 2,400 people in our network. That's what we have. And so, you know, I was tied up. I went to an event talking about what we're doing, what the guild is doing, how we're fighting for the drivers. And so all I'm saying is I see that there's 6 people live. So we did post a link to sign the petition. So if you want to be entered into a giveaway to win $50 on your Cash App, all you have to do is sign a petition. It takes less than 10 seconds. We posted it and share it on Facebook. We will be posting it. I'll post it again one more time. And if not, I guess we won't have any, you know, I guess we won't have anything like that.
Well, we can pick the winner later, right?
Oh yeah, we can pick the winner later. So if we don't have anyone that signs up for the contest tonight, we'll be sending out an email with that petition, with the link to the petition, and we will have a winner later, and we'll still do it live on the air. We'll do it on Facebook Live once we have out of the people that signed the petition.
Sounds good.
And so Dave just wanted me to do one thing quickly.
What is that, Dave? Is he sleeping?
Beth shall be sharing his screen.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sleeping.
Oh my gosh.
I want you guys to see what
Steve,
how much.
Did you see the message that I sent to you?
No.
Well, could you look at it, please, in the private chat, please? Could you please? Thank you.
It came to me, I think, Beth. I don't know if you sent it just to him or.
Well, I sent it to everyone. I sent it to I think just everyone sees the message. So hold on 1 second.
All you said was cut it short.
Can you see my screen? Like I said, Steve, we have etiquette here on the live stream. We have etiquette here on the live stream.
Oh, that?
Yes. Thank you, Beth.
So,
what's the rate card you want to see, though? Mine?
So, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see yours.
Okay, that's what he wants to show. Yep. So, as you can see in this area right here, they're paying out $1.33.5 per mile, and they pay you 18.75 cents minimum.
On the Cape?
Yep, on the Cape and the islands. So
what?
So it's crazy that they pay more. They pay more out there.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up mine.
I got Steven going now.
Okay.
I always look at it because it's like it really gets to me that these companies, in Massachusetts alone, there are 5 different districts for the rate card. Like as soon as you pass
yeah.
495 on the western side of it, the rate card changes. Okay, so this is Boston.
Yep.
There you go. That is the Boston area.
Can you read it? Can you read it, please? I cannot see. How much?
And let me just explain something. You see the maximum rate of 300? That means the customer
Rate based.
you charge only a maximum of $300. That means no matter where you go within 100 square miles, if the meter hits $300, that's it.
That's it. That's what you get.
I learned the hard way when I went
So you get.
when I went from Boston to New York.
I think this is a great dialogue tonight, and fight drivers fight. Fight drivers fight.
Oh, I need to.
And this ain't even worth my time.
It's not. I can attest to that. It's not worth people's time. So I actually posted a new petition. We have a new petition, change.org/demand gas relief. So to make it easier for people to remember.
All right. We'll fill it out, send it out in the email, and we'll share it on all the.
We'll be sending it out in our newsletter, and one lucky winner will have $50 more in their Cash App. So thank you for tuning into us tonight. We really appreciate you. Okay.
Sounds good, everybody. Nice seeing everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.